Alright YouTube, we're back here with the 550. I thought I'd give a video on how it turned out. This is the bumper. Of course I built this in the shop. And I put bear's end on, as you guys saw last time. This is it's painted up. I like this Van Sickle paint that they have down at, I don't know if you guys have a Big R or a North 40 or Tractor Supply where you're at. Pretty sure they carry it there. But it's a mile marker, 10,000 pound winch. They come on Humvees in the military. I got a really good deal on this one. I would have rather used it 12,000, but the deal was really good, so I bought it. Tore this down, cleaned it up, of course painted it red because that's going to be the theme, black and red. It had 24 volt solenoids on. You've got to ditch those unless you got a 24 volt system. 12 volt system won't pull it far enough and it'll run real slow. So 12 volts is the way to go. If you got a 12 volt system, it won't adapt. So anyhow, the way I did it, as far as wiring it in, I used trailer hitch parts. And you know, those are everywhere and tough, so it's not mile marker or winch specific. And I got one of these controllers down at the hydraulic shop. They use these for everything. You can find these in just about any town, anywhere. And it's usually pretty durable stuff. You know, this is a completely sealed unit, waterproof, and it doesn't really matter because it's not that expensive. And you can get it anywhere, which is the main reason for doing it. As well as, you know, the trailer hitch hookup stuff. That stuff's at Walmart. So I thought I'd give you guys a demonstration on how fast it is, how it works, and why I went with a 6-position chip on this truck, just for the winch basically. So let's go ahead and fire it up together and give you guys an idea of what it sounds like kind of and how it runs. There it is running, and then there's the 6-position chip. All the way, of course, to the left is stock. All the way over here is gigantic power, supposedly, though, you know, you got to do a lot more to a motor to make it super powerful. And then one click over is high idle. And that's why we did the 6-position chip. So now I can go run the winch with a little more power on it. And because I got a camera in one hand, I won't do a full screw in because it'll bind it all up. But give you guys an idea of how fast it runs in high. If it says free on the top, high on the bottom, it's high. Free on the bottom and low on the top, it's low. So here we go, here comes in. And let's try low. Mind you, I'm standing on the cable, get this to work. Put this in free, and this in low. This will fall down a little. There, see it fall in. And there's low. Of course, low is more powerful, supposedly. And it is. I dragged a little bit with it. But I think to get this bruiser unstuck, you're probably going to have a block. Double it up. But if you got to pull somebody else out, this will probably do it pretty easily. And then I'll show you high one more time. So you put this in free. And this will, put this in high, that's high, put this in free, and now you're back in high again. There it is. Like I said, just stuff you can get pretty much anywhere. That's the idea of hooking it up this way. To be honest with you, I don't even think I needed to go to mile marker to get these. I was down at the hydraulic shop, and they got a bunch of this stuff. 12 volt, and it's a lot cheaper than what you're going to get in a winch specific deal. So let me kick this off a second. Might do a quick video, take it around the block for you guys. That's off. Now this bed, like we talked about before, is going to go. I got a lot of iron back here that we're probably going to use to do a better bed. This bed was all wrong, you know. Big, huge space in between here. The headache rack doesn't line up. They cut out a bunch of inner supports when they put this bed on, and this is how they did the fuel tanks. I'm not even going to open it. It's just garbage. So, I mean, it's probably fixable for somebody who wanted a bed like this. Put it on like a smaller truck. This needs a 9-foot bed, I think. I mean, it's stout. It's just they cut out so much to lower it that it warped it. Nah, I don't even want to mess with it. It'd be easier just to start over. But when I say pulling this thing out of the dirt with this winch wasn't the main purpose of having the front winch on here. I think I'm going to do a PTO winch out the back, and I've got an idea about how I'm going to rig it up. It is an automatic transmission, so that's going to make it a little bit difficult, a little bit interesting, but I've got some ideas on it. I thought about putting a brake on the shaft that comes off the transfer case, off the PTO, so that you could just apply your foot brake and stop the transmission. And I think this might work. You guys leave comments if you got any ideas on it. But that, and then I was going to do a brake on the drum too, so you can spool out. And I was going to put a portion interval between the two, so if you've got your foot on the brake, it'll stop the winch and give the drum a slight bit of braking too, so you can spool it out after you dog it out. But guys, leave your comments. Like I said, if that doesn't work, I'd probably go with a manual transmission to get it done. But with a big PTO out the back, I have a Tulsa I could do it with, or a Heil winch. Both of them are off old military vehicles, both in really good shape. I'd have to, design my own drum and everything for it. But with a PTO winch, you can pull just about anything, and you can brake just about anything too. But this truck isn't going to be for a kid or a girl. It's going to be for a man, somebody that knows what the hell's going on. So anyway, leave your comments. Let me know. I'll do a video. We'll run around the block in it. You guys get an idea of how big this thing is. Thanks again.